right, moving on to more. We still got to cover the current events beat, Brian, and this is kind of a music related thing. So I'm thinking you might be up on this. There's a band called Weezer. Apparently, they're heavy smokers.
No, but I believe Rivers Cuomo wheezed a lot when he was younger, which is how he got the name.
Well, the point is, this band Weezer, there's somebody in the band Weezer who's married to a woman that the cops just shot and then arrested for attempted murder after shooting her. And I just saw that on the Twitter moments before we got on the air. That's why I was jotting this down to ask you if you could tell me what the fuck is going on there.
This is kind of the result of the idea of continuing the band without Matt Sharp. This is what happens when you get a replacement bass player. No, I don't know.
Well, now, wait a minute. How in the world?
I'm joking. I'm making the Weezer fans happy because Matt Sharp.
Well, I don't know who
was a better band with Matt Sharp. That's all
people are. I'm just saying you can't make mockery of this woman being mowed down in the streets. Or where was she? Was she breaking in somewhere?
Well, she wasn't mowed down. I mean, I saw, I guess, video of her after she was shot, and she seemed like she was cooperating at that point. So
nothing makes you more cooperative than being shot by some motherfucker. But the point being,
it's the replacement of the replacement bassist in Weezer. He's been there a long time, so now he, kind of gets to act like a rock star too. And it's his wife. I've seen pictures of her, and apparently there was some kind of thing where I guess it was a hit and run or multiple hit and runs, was it?
What the fuck were they running from? She's chasing the cops, or the cops are chasing her through the streets and people are run down? What is happening
Maybe I'm wrong. I saw that the bass player came out of his house and they said, "You have any comment about this?" And he said, "I'll see you at Coachella." So, I really don't know what to think of
and honey, watch that fucking bleeding all over the sidewalk.
What a promoter though. Honestly, if you had someone in wrestling like that, like his wife just went crazy and started shooting at the cops and they shot her and then she's alive, so there's no tragedy. But
why were the cops there?
I don't know, but if you came out of your house and they said, "You have any comment?" "I'll see you at WrestleMania." That's how you promote.
But can you Google this? Because I just saw this and I thought it was a big story all the kids like you would know.
I only saw the bass. Again, if it was one of
the real Weezer.
If it was one of the other band members, I'd be a little more interested. But this is like the bass player for the albums I stopped listening to.
He's not old enough to be wheezing yet.
Let's see. Let's go. Who's a reputable source? We'll go to the LA Times. New details emerge after Jillian Lauren get immediate access. $1 for 4 months. What the fuck?
Oh, for God's sake. Yes, just somebody put the news out.
Hold on. Do I already have a membership here? I think I do. There we go. What? Now it won't let me. We'll go to a different website. Here's the New York Post. For free, Weezer Bassist bizarrely promotes Coachella show day after his wife was shot by cops and charged with attempted murder.
The fuck?
Let me click on that so we can get the original article. The moment Weezer bassist Scott Schreiner's wife surrenders to cops after shooting her following dramatic LA manhunt.
Manhunt? Well, then it seems like they got the wrong person.
Dramatic video captured the moment Weezer bassist Scott Schreiner's gun-wielding wife surrendered outside her Los Angeles home after being shot and wounded by cops.
God damn.
When she allegedly inserted herself into a bizarre Hollywood-style chase. The saga involving Jillian Schreiner, 51, erupted in the northeast Los Angeles neighborhood of Eagle Rock Wednesday afternoon as police were chasing down 3 men from an earlier hit and run on the nearby highway. See, I knew there was a hit and run somewhere. Cops with the LAPD said they were assisting California Highway Patrol. Chips, remember Chips? Eric Estrada.
Chips, yes.
Officers in the hunt for 3 perps who had just fled the scene of the wreck on the Ventura Freeway when one of them was spotted running through a backyard. It was then that they came face to face with the musician's wife, who was brandishing a handgun in the front yard of her home. They ordered Jillian to drop the gun numerous times, but she refused and pointed it directly at the officers, police alleged.
Eh,
Cops then opened fire and struck her in the shoulder before she fled into her home. I guess this aerial footage.
Now, hold on. Pausing here. Who is recounting this story?
What do you mean? It's the New York Post. Richard Polina and Emily Crane.
I don't think that's going to be the defense attorney's fucking story of their encounter. So I'm wondering where this information is coming from.
Again, not even going any further. They're chasing 3 different people who were in a hit and run who fled. And while searching for them, they just find some woman in the street with a gun?
Well, no, did it say in the street or did it say they were searching the backyard or something?
Well, they
like
said
that?
She was in her front yard, actually. I will correct
in her front yard. Okay, in front yard. But do you think that it's possible that this woman saw some fucking people running through her goddamn yard and came out there with a gun? Like, oh shit, I'll be, like they say on TV, good cop and bad cop, or the good gun stops the bad gun or whatever. And as she's standing there, a bunch of other people run up. Were they in uniform? Because if a bunch of,
they were in cop
if you're
cars.
not out there,
they were in cop cars.
Okay, then there you go. If you're not out there with ill intent when the cops show up, and if you were trying to protect yourself in some fashion, you wouldn't be pointing the gun at the cops. So
Plus, it's California. What are the laws? Are you allowed to just have a party with your gun in your front yard?
Well, you're not allowed to. Well, you can stand there and hold it, I assume, if nobody complains about it, but you can't be pointing it at anybody, animal, vegetable, or mineral. But the point I'm making is, what is her defense if she did indeed point the gun at the cops, or did they just stumble on her having some type of mental issue in her own front yard when they were chasing the other people?
Well, aerial footage captured by KTLA helicopters show Jillian emerging from her property a short time later with the family's babysitter. The 2 women could be seen walking down the driveway with their hands raised in the air before they lied face down in the middle of the street.
What if this was after she got shot?
She got shot and then went in the house and got the babysitter. A young boy was then spotted emerging.
Guess that's your first reaction.
A young boy was then spotted emerging from the home too, with his hands up. The self-described rock wife was taken to the hospital where she was treated for a non-life-threatening gunshot wound. Police recovered a 9mm handgun from her home in the aftermath. She was later booked on suspicion of attempted murder for wielding the gun at officers and cut loose after posting a $1 million bond.
Jesus Christ.
LA County Jail records showed. Meanwhile, separate bird's eye view footage captured the 3-car crash that kicked off the entire ordeal. Man, is there anyone who has the full video of the entire match? I'd like to see it from beginning to end.
Yeah.
Like the big run-in at the end doesn't have the impact if you can't see that it's a surprise run-in. One suspect allegedly stripped down to his boxers and tried to blend into the neighborhood by jumping into a pool and watering plants. Oh, I need to see this whole video.
The problem was he still attracted attention because he was pissing on him.
I'm trying to see if there's anything else about the Weezer wife.
Well, while you do that, let me just editorialize that once again, you could buy if they were chasing criminals through the neighborhood that she might have come out there with her weapon, like, what are you doing in my property or whatever the fuck. When the cops come, she wouldn't have been pointing it at them. So was she in some type of separate mental fucking freak out that they just happen to stumble on while they're trying to find these fucking gardeners and pool invaders. And the story as told doesn't make a lot of sense on basically those points, does it? Got to be something else going on.
I see another article here. Weezer bassist Scott Schreiner's wife diagnosed with cancer and had a hysterectomy weeks before arrest. So apparently there is a lot going on there. And it doesn't say anything about the gun or why. But, all right. Get well soon? Maybe? What do you think?
Well, I mean, yes, please recover from the gunshot wound and or whatever precipitated the behavior that led to the cat that chased the rat that lived in the house. Nevertheless.
Honey, there's a bunch of people in the middle of the day coming down the street. All right, get the gun. Go to the yard. The cops will leave you alone. Just don't drop it. Even if they say drop it, just hold on to it.
Just don't drop it.
Man, if that was any other neighborhood, she'd be dead. You're in your front yard, the cops yell, put down your gun, you don't, they shoot you, and then you run into your house? If that was any other neighborhood in LA, she'd be dead. Well, not any other neighborhood, but some other neighborhoods. The fuck?
Some of the other neighborhoods in the LA area.
Can you imagine? Put down your gun. No, shoot her. Where'd she go? She ran in the house. The fuck? How does that happen?
By the way, if I'm a cop and I shoot some regular, normal sized looking woman and she just, her reaction is to run in the house, I'm going to leave her in the fucking house. I'm not going after her. Fuck. If you shoot me, I'm going to sit right there and wait on a fucking doctor.
And by the way, I'm sorry if I upset any Weezer fans. I'm a Weezer fan too. The band was better with Matt Sharp. The first album and Pinkerton were better than everything they've done since. And they've had some good songs and they've had some catchy songs. And that other bassist who was there for a brief time did a all right job, I guess. But geez.
Name a catchy song. What would I know Weezer from?
Buddy Holly.
But no, I'm not asking you about Buddy Holly. I'm asking you about Weezer.
The song, that may be their most famous song, so I think you would
sing the song.
I'm not going to be out here.
Oh, God damn it. I couldn't fucking pick Happy Birthday out of that.
I have to learn it first for...
You have to learn it. I'm saying, give me the word, recite the words like Vincent Price doing spoken word poetry.
Ooh, wee, ooh. I look just like Buddy Holly. And you're Mary Tyler Moore. And I'm trying to say it out loud without singing it. God, and I don't care what they say about us anyway. I don't care about that.
Can you give me another Weezer song that I would instantly know?
I don't know if you're really their audience. The Sweater Song?
The Sweater Song.
Pink Triangle? Maybe you know that one? No?
Can you recite any of those?
I'm done with the recitation.
Yeah, done with the recitation. All right. Well, we got to the bottom of that.
I hope everyone's enjoyed our look at the news the last several weeks here on the show, talking about all these things happening all over.